What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Mad Wolf, the man, the myth, the legend himself. All right, so what's this particular video about? Well, we're going to cover a couple of different odds, ends, and pieces. All right, so stay tuned and don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. All right, so one of the first things I want to throw out at you guys. Now, this one's going to have a couple of different bits and pieces that I didn't want to make individual videos really, I guess, for. So one of the first things I want to introduce you guys to my cousin Latia, and she is a mobile or remote notary. All right, so let me pull up her website here. All right, where is it? So, you know what, I'll just go to a new one. All right, here we go. So stick around. We've got lots of goodies. These are the types of videos where you're gonna get bits and pieces of things. So don't go anywhere. Give me a second. All right. So her website is nolimitnotary.com. Okay. And so, yes, she is my cousin. This is her right here. Beautiful self. All right. And though she is primarily located in Maryland, okay, originally she's from New Jersey. All right. And as you see here, she's done everything from undergraduate to criminal justice, focused on law enforcement, Rotary associations, temple, AME, okay, church, all the good stuff. All right. Now we go over here to services. So one of the best things about her is that because of how their state is set up, is that she can do remote services, mobile. So if you're in the area, she can drive out to you. Okay. But primarily, it's going to be, she can do it over the internet. Okay. Through email. Okay. So you're going to contact her. When you do, in the subject line, put Badwolf, so she knows you came through this way to find her, or make mention of it in the email itself. But she can do general documents, adoption, paternity, separation agreements, quitclaim deeds, automotive transfers, trusts, school forms, refinance, purchase, sale, HELOC, timeshares, out-of-state fingerprinting, FBI fingerprinting, all of that and then some. All right. So wills, apostilles, power of attorney, depositions, employment, business documents. So you want those affidavits done, you want those declarations done. All right. She can do them. And if I didn't mention something, hit her up and ask her if she can. And maybe she can. Maybe she doesn't have everything listed here. So that is it. Get a hold of her. And from there, she will take care of your notary remote function. So if you guys are in, I don't know, somewhere in another state and you've had problems with yours, or you just don't like the one you have available, or you're on the road, you need something last minute, overnight, or whatever, something weird, or you don't have anyone close in the town that you're at, whatever it is, if you need a remote notary, hit her up once again. All right, so what else do we have? All right, let's see. We have all right. So for some people, let's see, where's the screen? So one of the things people have always, I guess, lightly mentioned, you have to understand that. So my channel's for those people who are a little bit more advanced and trying to get to the next level. So for the average person just getting started, I really don't have a course of where to start. I mean, I've got, here's the processes and kind of go. if you're right out of the, right out of the water, we'll just say, and you're looking for somebody who's like faith-based, Christian oriented, somebody who's going to sit down and do a lot of the work for you, with you, guide you. I do help, but I don't have time to do it on an individual basis. It's kind of like, Africa, Serengeti, the little antelope falls out, hit the ground, let's get up and get going. I don't have the time to step somebody through, unless you guys want to, do the, consultations and bit by bit. Otherwise, I do have videos where I talk about how to, what all the steps you can do. But remember, guys, in all my videos, it's all education and entertainment. So I'm never telling you have to do all of these things, because, well, you do not have to. Once you know what's going on, and there's a difference in jurisdiction, and there's a difference between your private side and your public side, and no matter what they really want to do or have you be a part of, it always has to be by contract, whether verbal or written. Either you can give them permission, or they're going to just assume it, in which case you can deny it 99% of the time, because in the United States of America, slavery's been outlawed. So if they can't force you to do something by slavery, then there must be some kind of contractual obligation or verbal given. Okay? And you can pick and choose if you want to deal with them. If I'm in the Boy Scouts and the scoutmaster's like, yeah, swim across to the lake, to the other side of the lake, I don't have to do that. I might be a member, and if you want to kick me out of your membership, cool. But see, the problem for them is that in the private, we are their boss. The private sector created everything that is theirs, and is there to govern and regulate, but it cannot take away our constitutional rights. Look up the Supremacy Clause in the Constitution. Okay? The upper courts and government has the jurisdiction over all of the states and all of the courts. Okay? There might be one or two small scenarios where they don't. Usually that's involving private contract or something like that, private law. But the private side created the Constitution. And that Constitution governs over 90 to 95% of all things that are lower than it, which is everything else in the United States, or pretending to be. All right. So for those people who want somebody to kind of, I guess, govern them, handhold them, all right. Somebody who's gone through most of my information, and a couple other people who's doing a pretty good job, are the people over at wakeuporelse.com. Okay. It's a guy by the name of John you can reach out to, Mr. Kerwin himself. And if you go and contact him, you can put in the message box that you spoke to the Badwolf, or you've seen this particular video. And then you guys can work out whatever cost is associated for helping you to go through this. But he does speaking with churches, he does interviews, any type of venue, really, social media platforms. He does debates, consultations for life insurance and annuities, and of course, becoming an American state national. All right, or national as we call it, or a state citizen, American nonetheless, versus a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. So for those people who want to, you can reach him over at wakeuporelse.com. All right. Now, stop the screen. Pew. All right. Now let's see what else we have here. All right. So some people have reached out to me and they're like, Wolf, I heard about using this 08 code and this 09 code, and I don't know where that's at. You guys have any idea how annoying it is to have searched for this information only for you guys to then be like, well, I don't know what it is, but you want to use it? Please, for the love of Christmas, criminies, watch the videos all the way through. Don't just skip around, because I tell you guys where. So for the last time, this channel right here, James C. Lovett, we were the first ones to find the Foreign Affairs Manual, the 08 code, the 09 all code. Okay, it's not like it was hidden. It was just you didn't know where to look or what to ask for. So FAM, Foreign Affairs Manual. So fam.state.gov/FAM/08. FAM /08 FAM 050502.html, or Google search 8FAM 505.2. That'll take you right to the Foreign Affairs Manual. If you ever get bored, go through the Foreign Affairs Manual, go through every single one of those folders, and you will find lots of interesting information. Okay, some of the folders look like they're empty, but they're actually not. You got to go through them. So, what is the 08? What is the 09 code? All right, here are all the codes for the passports. Diplomatic, courtesy, passport card, no fee regular, official, service. Okay. You scroll down here on this page, if you click the hyperlink, take you here. 08 all means the bearer is also known as. I mean, it's an assumed name. And I like how it's in purple, represents royalty, your royal status right here, their name, okay? In addition to their, meaning yours, legal name. So I, outside of having a legal name, am the their. Okay? So I, the living person in purple here, the royal status, have a legal name. You can use this one if you want. You do not have to. But the main one is 09 all. Now this goes on page 1 of 2, which is the up in the upper right-hand corner where it says END for endorsement. Don't touch the oval box. Don't touch the expiration. Leave that blank. Only on the END line would you put 09 all. It says the bearer is a United States national and not a United States citizen or a U.S. citizen. Okay? Now, in the old days, this used to just say state citizen right here. Okay? So they've updated the term. Everything else still applies. Some of the wording down here also, you say here, bear, okay, so prior to the creation of this endorsement in 1992, the bearer status as a non-citizen U.S. national was indicated by circling the word national. Okay, so it's been a little rewritten since then, but this is the proper code for nationals. Okay, there you have that. Okay. Now, for those people who are believing that the courts can just do whatever they want to do, you're going to want to check out this little piece of information right here. Supremacy Clause refers to Article 4, Paragraph 2 of the U.S. Constitution, is commonly referred to as the Supremacy Clause. It establishes that the federal Constitution and the federal law generally takes precedent over state laws and state constitutions. Shabang-a-bang. Okay, another little blurb there of good information. What else we got? Okay. Another piece. Freedom of movement under the United States law. Freedom of movement under United States law is governed primarily by the Privileges and Immunities Clause. Okay, so this is a real thing here, people. Your right to travel. Privileges and Immunities Clause of the United States Constitution. Which states the citizens of each state shall be entitled to all the privileges and immunities of citizens of the several states. So let's take this for a second. The citizens of each state, and then they say, then there's the citizens of the several states. Now, some of you guys may not understand what they're talking about here, so let me break this down. What they're saying is if you are a corporate in one of the corporate states, okay, state of Florida, state of Wisconsin, state of California, state of Arkansas, or some subdivision, not in the republic, okay? but it's U.S. Even if it is U.S. Corp. They shall be entitled to all of the privileges and immunities. Now, hold on. It says they shall be entitled, which means that at some point they either didn't or they're being allowed in, which means they're not de jure. But okay. So, of all the privileges and immunities of the citizens in the several states. So, the citizens of the several states, now who are they? That's your republic. That's the private sector. That is Maryland. Just the word Maryland by itself. Now, when you mail letters, do you put state of Maryland? No, you just put Maryland. And then you guys goof it all up and putting the zip code on there, which brings it into the federalized area. Remember, zip codes are not, they're not required by law. They just help it to get there a little quicker. So the citizens of the several states, when they mention it like this means the United States of America, the republic side, and in the private. We've had it since day one. So they're saying here that the other citizens, the federalized state citizens, okay, the de facto 14th Amendment citizens, shall be entitled to all the privileges and immunities that the citizens of the several states, meaning the nationals, the state citizens, already have. Since the circuit court ruling in Corfield versus Coriel, 1823, freedom of movement has been judicially recognized as a fundamental constitutional right. Slaughterhouse case is also one of the good ones too. United States versus Harris. Okay, there's more to it. I'm not going to go through all of it right now. But there are Supreme Court cases in which we just talked about before. We have the ability to use. Okay, right to travel. Look at your Constitution. Look at your Bill of Rights. Read them. All right. They do not have the right to tax and license things that are free. They can do it for their own people, or if you are commercial. Okay, let me close some of these tabs because I no longer need them. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm gonna drop this on you too. So a guy who used to be connected with the Illuminati, whose name I shall not mention, but no, it wasn't Leo, another one, provided said information that a good supplement is called Carnivora. Now, obviously, I'm not promoting anything particular. I'm not going to say what all the benefits are or privilege or additional benefits, we'll just say benefits are, okay? Do your own research, but immune system optimization, powerful antioxidant for heart and health growth function, no toxic or immunogenic effects to humans or animals, European technology, promotes, supports, resistant to harmful invaders. It's all I'm going to say. I was told that the wealthy all dine on this. It's a very good, well-kept secret. So apparently right now. It's probably old for them in all reality. By the time we get anything that we can find out about them, it's old, and they laugh about it. Like, oh, do you remember when we used to do Carnivora now? Yes. But now we've got a secret lab where we float with zero space technology so we can heal rapidly in a couple of hours, and it's a hyperbaric chamber, and then we've got space age technology, stuff like that. Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see what else we got here. All right, good stuff. All right, so once again, people wanted me to bring up. So today we're going to be working with Wisconsin, okay? Let's take a look at their legislative website real quick, like. So all of you guys out there need to be doing this and copy and pasting their whole section, not from this state, but whatever state. I've got a couple of them. You only really need the one from your state, but it's whatever. So in this particular one, Wisconsin, Code 341.40, exemption of non-residents and foreign registered vehicles. Either you're a non-resident or your vehicle is foreign registered. That's going to be us. Okay? You can either create an affidavit of being a non-resident, but they might try using that against you in the future. So, foreign registered vehicle, that could be us too. Okay? Or you can be a combination, however you guys want to do it. I'm not here to tell you guys how to live life or moves, just showing you some things. Quinky dinks. So, except as to foreign-owned vehicles required in 341.07, you're not required to be registered in this state, okay? Any vehicle that is registered in another jurisdiction is exempt from the laws of this state, providing for the registration of the vehicle if all of the following apply. A, the vehicle carries a registration plate indicating the registration of the vehicle's jurisdiction. So on the top of your plate, it should say Bruce Wayne Trust. That's what you have it in. Okay, one down, a couple more to go. The vehicle's owned by a non-resident. So, okay. In there, create a statement saying that you are a non-resident. Okay, I would probably say I'm a non-resident operating this private foreign registered vehicle. And I would use your given name. Okay, not the legal name. Legal name is a resident, even though there was a point in time when it was a non-resident. So technically, if you wanted to be, walk the line, you could put your name in all lowercase lettering. But remember, they're going to have that one. They're going to say, it's semantics, whatever. Tall, small, in between. It's all the same thing. Well, that's actually not true, but give the baby their bottle. So use your given name, okay? Have your given name on your stuff. The jurisdiction in which the vehicle is registered allows, so yes, that a registered vehicle in Wisconsin to be operated tax-free upon the highways. That's a yes. And D, the vehicle is operated in accordance with the rules adopted by the Secretary based on the gross weight of the vehicle. Yes. Foreign-owned vehicle or operated vehicle entering Wisconsin to have special equipment. Don't need special equipment. If the owner of the vehicle exempt under these moves to Wisconsin, or if the vehicle is purchased or leased to a Wisconsin resident. So if it's purchased or leased to a Wisconsin resident or your state or whatever state, the vehicles immediately become subject to the laws. Why? Because if it's leased to somebody or sold to somebody who's a resident, the legal name, then it becomes subject. Because the public transmitting utility, all caps name, straw man, was state created. You've given them jurisdiction. So I got to use your given name. Okay. Or create a business or a trust not registered to the state. There you have it. Okay. Now this is under registration, taxation, and exemption of non-residents. Boom, bada, pockets getting fatter. I wish. All right, so what do we got here? We don't need that. All right. What do we have here? Okay, it's gonna be the last one. I'm supposed to be on vacation anyway, but no, I'm here doing videos. Yeah. All right. So what do we got? All right. So we are on the lawdepot.com. Now I'm not getting paid for this, but if Law Depot wanted to, they could definitely kick me some cash. But what can you do here? Free legal documents and forms and contracts. This is why I keep telling people. They're like, why don't you have legal documents and forms and contracts on your site, Wolf? Because they're free. And I don't want to waste the time of putting up every power of attorney, every living will, every residential agreement, service, last will. Look, right here. Plan my estate. Boom. Sell services. Boom. Start a business. Boom. Rent on property. Separate, divorce, protect an idea, talk to a lawyer, save on insurance, prepare a job application, tenancy, manage my corporation, plan my child's care, manage employees, lend money. Hold on, let me check that one out. Oh, okay, loan agreement. All right, it's all right here at lawdepot.com. Like I said, I'm not going to waste my time putting files, although there are some new files up on blacksite32.com. Okay. And by the time you guys are watching this particular video, I should have a donation page. So now people can't say, oh, well, I didn't really see a donation link on your video, which is true because I don't usually have them down there. But blacksite32.com, if you guys are ever feeling so generous, stop by, hit the donation page. I have all increments. Might even have an increment up to 10 grand, or how about 9,999? Because that's what they look for when you do donations. Anything more than that. So I might put an other on there. All right. So, but remember, they all have to be legit funds. Don't be doing anything crazy. All right. So, no wacky offers, nothing illegal. Everything must be de jure. Good. All right. So that's it, guys. Check out those sources and use them at will. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe. I am going to get back to my vacation. Ta-ta.